Well, it's proper beet digging weather now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
First frost this morning.
Yeah.
So, what is it you do? Obviously you dig beet, but how does it work?
So we're contracting, also doing our own supply for our customers. So we grow our own beet, and just to warrant having the machine that we're sat on today, we've built quite a large contracting business up as well.
So we're out on a contracting job today. Whereabouts are we?
Over at Sutton Maddock in Shropshire.
And how far does your work go? I mean, you're quite close to home for me today, but other days you can be the other side of
yeah, no, everything within a couple of hours. We'll travel a couple of hours either way of our base. So basically we stop in Shropshire, a little bit in down into Kidderminster, but mainly all in Shropshire.
She does a lot of road work then?
Yeah, the good thing about this, it does travel to 45k on the road, so we're not long getting to places.
So how did all the beet jobs start with you then?
Well, we started off with a trail, 2-row trailed for the factory, for the beet factory. That's where we was going, taking beet in there. Like everyone really, there was a lot of contractors around here then.
Oh yeah, it was big time at once, wasn't it?
I think what year was that it shut? Was it 2013 or? After that closed, obviously a lot of the machines are sold out of Shropshire. And we continued doing some digging for local farmers and stuff, and then when the anaerobic digesters come back in, we were the first to sort of put our names forward to do the beet work. So we went from the trail as the crop size got larger. We swapped in the trail for the first alpha valve, which was a Vervat 6-row.
And what is it you're running now?
So we went from a Vervat, an earlier one, 02, then we've got another one, which was 12 by 2012. We was getting a lot of complaints with stones, and you could say the reliability wasn't quite there. So then we come across the ROPA Beet harvester, which we went over east to Norfolk and met a few operators, and their main bonus was less stone, cleaner beets, less bruising, more taproot.
So how did you come across one of these yellow machines then? Because they're not very popular around here. You wouldn't see them very often in this area?
No, yeah, it was purely on the basis we went over to a show over cereals and saw our first one. And when we got talking, we could see the build quality. We had a trip over to the factory in Germany and was impressed with what we saw. So we had a demonstrator come over on a lorry from Norfolk. We've got a lot of customers and people we were harvesting beet for. They come over to have a look themselves, and yeah, we never looked back. We bought the 6-wheeler Tiger 5 that we're on now, and yeah, we've run this for 4 years, and it's been very reliable. And yep.
I was going to say, what's backup like with this?
Yeah.
Where's the closest dealer then?
It's Norfolk.
Right.
Over the CTM Harpley.
Do they still look after you properly like?
Yeah, brilliant. Fantastic company.
How much ground can you cover with this in a day then?
What are we doing?
On a good day?
Yeah, yesterday we were done 29 acres. But over here, the field size, I think the field size in Shropshire average is about 19 acres. So taking that into account, you're doing sort of 25 to 30 acres daily, but you'll have the odd day at 35, 40 acres, but it's rare.
So you run your own tracks and trailers as well?
Yep.
You got the 828 here today?
828, 724.
You don't run the fast tracks anymore?
No, we left we've moved from the fast tracks just for a reliability side of things, and the lads like driving the Fendt, so it's that's a help getting staff as well. Like, you know.
What trailers are you running?
Richard Weston trailers. We put the greedy boards on the top of them just to help stop the beet falling off.
Unless you can hold a bit behind us here, can't you?
Yeah, 28 tons in the tank.
Yeah, so you need a few trailers.
Yeah, keep us going, yeah. You're averaging about 2 acres an hour.
And how's the season going for you this time? Because weather conditions haven't been great.
No. It was real slow start,
Yeah.
and we did wonder how we were going to get on the fields. But the beauty of the Tiger 5 is 6-wheel machine,
And she crabs.
and it crabs. So that's a massive help, because the trouble with your inline machine, as you dig in, it's sort of balling all the soil into the row you haven't dug, where this all the weight's kept over, and as you can see, it's leaving a beautiful flat job and keeping compaction to the minimum as well. So
how much beet are you digging nowadays?
yeah, depending on crop rotations, we're about just under the 1,500 acres.
It's enough to keep your 6-rate moving anyway.
Yeah, no, it's enough for us. That is, it keeps us going, keeps us busy.
I suppose you live in this time of year.
That's it. Yeah, it's a nice place to be. You know, as you can see in here, everything's to the end of your fingertips and it's quiet.
Yeah.
You know, it's beautiful.
You like the layout?
Yeah, beautiful cab. We've got plenty of cameras around the machine to keep an eye on it, and you know, the warnings on all the oils, and you know, everything's at your fingertips. You know, it's a lovely machine. As you've already commented how quiet it is in here, haven't you? So.
But like you say, you're quite a way forward from the engine sat here. So
Yeah. No, it's a lovely working area.
It's the only beet harvester I've sat in that I've had to take my shoes off.
That's it. Yeah, you got to keep them tidy. The price of them, you got to keep. them tidy.
It's still there.
Yeah, that's been known actually to lose a shoe off out there. Not mine, luckily.
So alongside the beet, then what else is it that you're doing?
Yep. So we're hay and straw merchants as well.
You run quite a few of your own Arctics?
Yeah, it's got 2 lorries and trailers on the road daily, lugging a lot from Cambridge up into Wales and Shropshire as well, and we also supply the digesters and the milk industry with the washed and de-stoned beet. We also do a lot for
that's quite a big job for the trucks then.
Yeah, and also we into Wales for the sheep as well. They like the beet because they can spread it on the fields, and it doesn't cause, when they got lambs, it doesn't cause them all to come fly into the, you know, when they're feeding concentrates. You know, it works well. Essentially, what they don't want is the stone and the muck in the beet. See, so that's where this harvester's lifting up onto the rollers, as you can see through the window. You're not running anything in the ground, you're plucking the beet out rather than...
I was going to say, I bet you notice a difference running the rollers in the bed than...
Yeah, definitely. Big difference. The running costs are like a lot less to what we've been used to historically.
So how long does the beet season last you then?
Well, early October really. We're going through, because you don't want to get too much up, because generally it's quite a bit warmer in early October. So we go from October, then we can go right through till April. So some years I'm harvesting beet and drilling it at the same time. That's also to do with the digesters, because they like to keep it feeding as long as they can, and obviously in the ground it will keep better, and then I can harvest that, and then they'll put like a maize straight in after it, like, so, you know, spring crops straight in. So yeah.
So you cover the whole operation. You do the beet drilling as well.
Yeah, beet drilling. Yeah, we drilled 95%. We got an 18-row Grimmy drill. It was new last year, and it's got all the section control and the tram lining, and also, like, even with the customers, like, you used to see a lot of gappy beet about the place, you know, with the older drills used to crack the seed coating off. So they've seen, you know, having to pay a little bit more for the drilling, obviously for the technology, but there's massive gains in yield and germination. The trouble with this canopy, like it is, it's a job to count the rows. Yeah.
What are crops like this year?
Yeah, exceptional. They really are. I mean, with the summer being, we do a lot of baling straw, and it's been that sort of daggly, the weather. It's been great for the beet. With in regards to seed varieties, as you can see now, this is a fodder beet. The easiest way to see if it's fodder beet, if you weren't familiar with beet, is the fact that the colour of it, for a start, is quite a loud yellow coloured beet. You've got a red beet, which is also another indication of fodder beet. The reason they grow why it's called fodder beet is it's a lot softer. So for livestock to feed its livestock, it's a lot easier. It's a lot more water content.
Right.
So it's easier for
people do feed sugar beet, don't they?
Yeah. Definitely. We supply a lot of our stuff is is sugar beet because of the high dry matter. It's got high dry matter and it's full of sugar, which is the energy that they, very calorific. That's what they're after. So yeah, we don't sell what you'd call the fodder beet as such. But like all our stock customers, we grow in the fodder beet because they just want to just spread it out in the fields, where a lot of ours is sort of put through feeder buckets and mashed up. So yeah, the varieties we grow is through a company called Stroop, which they're constantly doing genetics and doing all the right
Working
stuff.
on that,
because we wash a lot of beet for livestock, we want a nice large smooth-sided beet, so you're not getting the muck in it's the cleanest sample of beet we can have is what we need. We've tried various varieties, but with the Stroop varieties is what we go for. A couple of the ones that have just come to mind is the Clements, Hayden, and there are a couple of the later ones we're using. I was real happy with them.
So maintenance work, would you do most of it yourselves? Or?
Yeah, all the maintenance. Yeah, to be fair, in the morning you've got the main strains, obviously front end, so check your flails, because obviously there'll be a balancing issue if one of them breaks. You want to make sure you keep on top of them, because it just stresses everything out. And you got your walking shears. Check the bolts in your just stick your head under. You got 3 sets of turbines. Check them visually, because you can see if they're coming loose.
Yeah.
And then basically the tension on your bed chains, really, that's another check you'll do.
Those are your daily checks.
Daily checks. There's a big grease spot behind your head. I don't know whether you quite catch it with the camera, but you basically every time you sort of get out, give that 2 or 3 pumps. That keeps that full. So as long as it takes you to fill the tank, it holds 1,300 litres. By the time you're doing that, you've done your checks. Then you just run the grease around. I'll do half the grease nipples one day and half the next day. The high working stuff, I'll make sure gets plenty of grease. But there's a fantastic auto lube system on this, really, to be honest. It's we buy the ROPA grease as well, so
Oh, you buy the proper grease?
Yeah, it's got to be good stuff. It's got to be good stuff.
So today they're just piling this beet up in the pit, are they?
Yeah, they're piling up, and you can see they've got the pedestals going in the clamp, so they're trying to get the heat out to stop it going off, I think.
Right.
It's longer storage.
So they chop up, Penningtons chop all of this here, do they? And feed
yeah, they chop it and all feed it, and they supply as well, supply some stock farmers as well.
Let's see if Simon can keep up on the pit with the old Massey there.
Yeah. You don't see them Massey loaders about a lot these days, do you?
No. It replaced their Merlot not long ago, and they seem pleased with it. So
yeah, no, it looks a good machine.
No, cheers for having us out today anyway, Aaron.
No, you're more than welcome.
Been nice to come out and see you. We'll let you crack on now.
Yeah, you're more than welcome.
Get a few more acres knocked off, but cheers for having us, and we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, all the best.